Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Portia and I am currently in recovery from anorexia. I've been on my all-in journey for about 3 months and I'm finally at a weight where I think my body is comfortable, I feel settled and I feel good, and I want to share some tips on how to deal with weight gain, because when you are recovering from a restrictive eating disorder it is inevitable. And I think that is something to remember. Recovery from a restrictive eating disorder is going to mean weight gain. There's no way around it, so you have to accept that. And I know it's not as easy as just being like, okay, I accept it, but that it's going to happen. So I just want to share some tips on things that helped me, other things that people have said that have helped them, and hopefully it'll help you. So my biggest one for me was I unfollowed anyone who made me feel negatively on social media. I unfollowed so many celebrities, like people like Kylie Jenner. I didn't need it. I didn't need to see it. I didn't need to see Kendall Jenner. I didn't need it in my life. So I unfollowed them, and then what I did was I replaced them with people who were in the body positivity community, people who were preaching self-love, people of all different shapes and sizes, who were showing their real authentic selves. I think that is really helpful when you start to change the environment around you and start to make it, you know, inclusive to all bodies, so you can see all these different bodies around you and see these people who are loving them and appreciating their bodies no matter what their size is. I feel like it makes a big difference if you're constantly scrolling through your Instagram feed and it is the same person, not the same person, but you know, that same prototype model over and over and over again, and there's nothing. You're going to start thinking that you have to look like that. Fill your feed with all different types of bodies, all different types of people, so that you can see that it's diverse, that there isn't this one set way to look. I don't know, that really helped me. I think that was like the biggest thing for me. And still, like if I notice that someone's post, they're not sitting right with me, I unfollow them. And you have to do that for yourself. Protect your recovery. You're allowed to unfollow people. Another big one, and somebody else said this and I also repeated this a lot to myself in recovery, was the weight that you are gaining back is weight you were never meant to lose in the first place. And that is so true. You weren't meant to lose that weight. That weight was always meant to be there. You're getting it back. It's like somebody said, radical acceptance, and that is like it's such a hard thing, but you do have to just accept it. And it's not easy, and it's not just like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna accept that I gained weight and now I'm fine. But at the end of the day, no matter what, that weight gain is gonna come and it is going to happen. So prepare yourself for it. And just be gentle with yourself during that time as well. Comfortable clothes, yes. I have lived for so long in like baggy shirts and sweatpants, and I'm finally starting to like branch back out. I am at my highest pant size that I've ever been in my entire life. When I came out of inpatient for my eating disorder, a little bit after being out, I remember I went out and I bought a skirt in the smallest size that I have ever been in my entire life. I remember trying it on and I was like, if I don't fit into this skirt, I'm not allowed to buy anything else. So I forced my body into this tiny little skirt that was ridiculous. And I don't really know what it got me. It got me nothing. But my bigger pant size, it has got me a lot. I don't think about food all the time anymore, and I can go out with friends and I can have fun. I'm starting to go out and party a little bit again, and I'm actually hanging out with friends, which is like just a whole nother level for me. I'm having fun. I don't know what that smaller size in a skirt got me. It got me nothing, but I do know that being a bigger pant size has got me a lot, and it saved my life. So comfortable clothes, and you will grow out of clothes. And that is really tough. I have so many clothes that, not even the fact that I want to fit into them anymore, but just the fact that, like, I have a dress that I absolutely adore. It's my favorite item of clothing in my entire wardrobe, and it doesn't fit me anymore. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to lose weight so I can fit back into this dress. But at the end of the day, it's just a dress. The weight I have is my life. That's my life. I need the weight more than I need the dress. And you are meant to... Clothes are meant to fit you. You aren't meant to fit into clothes. Okay? So, if you're a size 12, get a size 12. Don't try and squeeze into a size 10. The clothing is meant to fit you. But yeah, comfortable clothes, that's actually a really, especially during bloating. Even now, the jeans I've got on right now are unbuckled. But yeah, when you first start recovering and even further into it, be aware of like how much you bloat. In fact, of like, if you're putting on pants and they like just fit and then you're going out to eat, they're going to get really tight and uncomfortable, and you're going to be more aware of your body because now you've got that like hugging feeling. So be aware that bloating happens and try and make sure your clothes like allocate for that. Remind yourself of all the things weight gain will let you do. Like I was saying, my weight gain has let me do so much. Even like, I just remember being at my, this was before I went inpatient, so probably like at my, physically my worst. I'd have to like sit in the shower because my muscles hurt that badly. Like my leg muscles just killed because my body was just like eating them. And I've gone from that being okay, a smaller size, fantastic, but I can't even stand in a shower, to okay, a bigger pant size, but than I've ever been in my entire life, but now I'm actually having fun and I can stand in the shower and wash my hair, and I can go on nights out and have fun. So you know what, the weight's actually fine. The weight's fine. If I can do stuff with my life and it means that I need to be a size that maybe I wish I was a smaller size, whatever. This weight allows me to live my life, and if I was any other weight, if I was a smaller weight, I wouldn't be able to live life like this. And I've tried that. I've tried living life at a smaller weight, and it fucking sucks. It's awful. It doesn't get you anything. And you don't end up even feeling confident because you're constantly like, well, I could lose a bit more, well, this could be a little bit different. So it's not like you don't even achieve anything. So I guess, again, like radical acceptance. Weight loss isn't going to fix negative body image. That's where you need to work on body acceptance, but that doesn't, weight loss won't fix that. And then like other activities that you can do as well. Journaling and like art therapy and things like that, I do find them really helpful. I haven't journaled in a while, but I did do some art therapy. And I really enjoyed that. And just general therapy in general is very helpful. Yeah. Other activities like that can be really, really helpful. Again, following like people on, even on YouTube that maybe talk a little bit about body positivity. There's some great TikTok influencers actually. I'll link some influencers down below that are part of like the body positivity community, but there are some great ones on TikTok. and they can just be fun to scroll through, and it's a bit of a distraction as well as kind of helping to rewire your brain into being like, no, you know what, my body is positive, my body is okay the way it is. Yeah, I'll link some below because there's some really good ones. I also use mantras. Everybody knows this, I'm mantra obsessed. I will like put some on the screen, just I love mantras. I can't recommend them enough. I put the quotes all around my room. I definitely recommend putting quotes on your mirror. I find that really, really helpful when I'm getting ready and stuff and I look at my body. Another thing that's a little bit more, I mean, you can get like a family member to do this. If you have anyone who's good with a camera, once you're at a place where you feel a little bit more stable, like you're not, probably not in those early stages, but where I'm at, I was like, okay, it's time I actually have to start looking at my body because I've spent so long distracting myself from it, you know, like, okay, baggy clothes so we don't actually have to look at it and accept it, and now I'm like, okay, it's time to buy some tighter dresses and, you know, see my body and accept it for what it is. So I'm getting to that stage, and I've recently done a photo shoot focused on my body, and the day I went in for this photo shoot, sorry, it ended. So the day I went in for this photo shoot, I actually got undressed in front of like, for a shower. I got undressed and I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my god. I'd somehow just ignored my body before this for a little bit, but before my shower I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my god, I cannot go to this photo shoot. Like, I look awful, my body looks awful, it all looks so bloated, everything looks swollen, I'm just so puffy, I'm so round, blah blah blah. I was like, this is going to be awful, I'm going to hate every single one of these photos. So showered, blah blah blah, went to the photo shoot, got the photo shoot done, and at the end he's like going through the photos so that I can pick which ones I want, and they're amazing. Like, they're really good, and my body looks good, and I look good, and it's not like my body is this perfect Instagram model that has this little tiny waist and a rib cage that looks like there's no ribs in it, and you know, just that, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have that body at all, but I didn't have to have that body for the photos to still look really good. Like, they look really good. And it was just being able to see myself in a different perspective was really nice. I got to see myself in a different way. I don't know. I recommend that if you can do it. Obviously, if you have, like, if you go to a proper photographer, it can be quite expensive. But even if you have like a friend or a family member who's good with a camera, or you just want to set up a camera and try and do them yourself, if you're good with a camera, whatever, I do think it can be really positive. Of course I would wait until maybe further in your recovery, because early on that can be like, I know if somebody had taken a picture of me early on, I would have been like, absolutely not. But I'm at that point now where it's time to stop distracting from it and start accepting it. And it was, yeah, it was really nice. And it also showed me that, like, the way that I stand in front of the mirror and look at my body, that looks one way, but when you take a photo, you know, nice and posed, and you know, I wasn't like sucking in, nothing like that. I was still like all natural, but it was just the fact of like there's lighting and things like that. When you see that, it looks completely different and so more like romantic, and the softness of my body suddenly was nice. And that also kind of showed me that, like, when you see a, you know, Instagram influencer post a picture and they look so perfect, it is a picture. That is not the way that they look just day-to-day life. It is a picture. And I know that they post a lot of them, so it feels like, holy shit, you look like that all the time. But it's amazing what a difference good lighting and good camera angles can do as well. It can really change the way that you look. So yeah, I don't know. I went on a rant, sorry. But those are all my tips. Honestly, weight gain journey is really fucking tough. It's not going to be pretty. You're not going to like it. It's shit. It is honestly shit until it's not. And then you're like, actually, you know what? Maybe this is okay. And then okay will suddenly be like, I think I might be able to accept it. And then slowly that comes into self-love, etc. It's a journey. It's not going to feel great straight away, but it's not going to feel shit forever either. It will get better and you will get more used to your body. That initial weight gain at the very start can feel so shocking, especially because you bloat so much and like it just, all your weight feels like it stays at your stomach. But that's not going to be the forever. Your body does take time to kind of redistribute the weight. And there are other positives. I went up a boob size. So, I mean, look at that, guys. You never know. There's good positives that come out of weight gain. Try and find the positives. Write down the shitty things that you felt at a lower weight. All the shitty things. And then anytime you feel something positive because of the extra weight, you know, more energy, whatever it is, write that down too. So that you can see, like a pros and cons list. Because although sometimes those positives can be a little bit harder to find, they're so much more worth it than like that initial like, oh well, I feel good when I'm at a smaller weight for 2 minutes before my brain decides I have to lose more. Versus, I have more energy to go out with friends now, so I can see them daily. There's a big difference. But yeah, it is hard, and I will be here for you if you ever want to talk about it to me. If you just need to have a little rant or anything like that, I am here and I am free to listen. Your body is beautiful no matter what. We live in a world that is still we still live in this thing where it's like this idealized body type, but changes are happening. And if you are part of the body positivity community, the self-love community, you'll start to notice it more and more as well. And that's why I say make sure you follow those accounts, because the more you see it, the more you feel like it's around you. And that way you can start to really accept it for yourself. Okay, I'm done before I keep talking and I don't even make any sense. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you guys next time. Bye!